Afternoon, people. PJT, and we have him's late replacement drafted in. Anyway, as you'll know from the thumbnail, we're going to do Peroni. I know a lot of you are very excited about that. I get that. If I'm honest, it didn't excite me, not in the slightest. I didn't know till this morning that AB own part of it now, which makes sense because we were told a lot of whispers for a long time that this premium so-called lager was coming. I can go back to, as I was saying to you, wasn't it? I remember when Peroni came out, I'll go back 10 years, and whenever me and Michelle would see it out in the bars, you're like, yeah, you know, Peroni, this Italian lager, which at the time, it was good. I mean, we were paying premium prices, as you still do now for this. And it's definitely a premium price on the keg, isn't it? I won't go too much into that because it'll bore you senseless, but £43.90 or £42.90, Jesus, mate, come on. That's nearly £3.50, £3.30 or something, I think, to pour your beers at home. Yeah, if it's good enough, then yeah. If it's Frankie Royal or something Herton brand, but for that's in the bottle, okay. But I do get the other side that it's £6 or £7 in the pubs. If you're stupid enough to pay that in the pubs, then that's your prerogative, isn't it? Yeah. I personally wouldn't, but I bow to the pressure of Simo Sups. Do check out his channel. He will also be reviewing this.
If this keg ever turns
Well, his keg's coming a bit late, so he's a bit stressed today. He was gaming till really late last night, so Simo's a bit pickled this morning. It's not the beer.
Yeah, they dropped a new gay furry dating simulator, so he's been quite busy on that one.
Right, okay. Well, Goldrake too.
Yeah.
Oh, well, interesting. Right, let's get the Peroni poured. I've got the glass nice and cold to give it a chance. We're running at 3, so obviously it's the same for a Perfect Draft or Perfect Draft Pro. I'd personally drop it for this a little bit if it was me, and I'd go on 1 or 0. No, because remember, with that Pro, it could be still 2 anyway. Right, let's see if we can get it poured. We did have a little sample.
Just a little.
Just a little bit.
The first pour is always the hardest, so it's good to get it out of the way anyway. One pint of ice cream coming up. Look at this. That's the sprinkles.
Are you sure?
No, actually, you know what? You saved it at the end there.
That is because a la professional 2.5 finger head.
No, you saved it at the end. I'll give you that. I mean,
So,
how much of that head dripped out over the floor there?
That's for the dog. That's these dodgy cheap Chinese machines they keep selling everyone. What are you talking about? So, as you can see,
it's a nice crisp yellow colour.
Yeah, very light, isn't it? Can I see myself through it? Almost, yeah. Good carbonation, I must admit, but it does look weak, doesn't it? And let's be honest, one thing when I did purchase this keg, I thought it was the 5.1 from Italy. I've since obviously seen the keg. That's 5%, the same as what we get here, which I get.
But it does say it's brewed in the EU, and that can't mean here.
Well, yeah, because we stupidly left the EU, didn't we? But we won't go into that one either. I'll get myself in trouble at this rate, you know. Yeah, right. So, I say nothing about Brexit. Let's not go there. The head's not lasting too great, is it, for a new keg? As you can see, it's not that compact. I don't know if you can see them on the video.
It's dying down rather quickly.
It's dying down rather quickly, like the Perfect Draft, isn't it, the head?
He's definitely not getting his free case.
Yeah, and that's it for me, isn't it? I'm off the Christmas card list again. Never mind. I'll get over that. Yeah, I got banned last year for something.
He's not going to be invited to this year's Secret Santa.
No. The gifts are gone. They're not going to. The old sack's not going to be out there waiting for me, is it?
No.
So let's have a look. Let's have a go on the odor here that you're not really getting. And this is more for pondering, man.
Yeah, he does enjoy a nice smell test. He's cited as the inventor.
Yeah, you know, it does have a zestiness to it, doesn't it? But
yeah,
it's thin. It's there, but it's not.
It's not very pungent.
It's not. Proof is in the pudding, eh?
nice, helpful sip. Thank you.
After you. God, blimey. I'm trying to keep quiet.
I mean, it's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. It's
Okay.
got decent enough flavour to it. You can taste your malts. Your slight zestiness in it.
Very slight though, isn't it? Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
it's
I mean,
slight.
that's,
It's slight, but it is there, you know.
right, right. So that's make this one a bit easier. You could get a Lowenbrow for £5 cheaper,
Okay.
coming in at 5.2% rather than 5%. And let's be honest here, you at the
It's
point of
much
making
more
this
flavourful, that one, bro.
video today, hopefully I'll get it shared today. You're going to get your Oktoberfest kegs that are not going to be as expensive as this. I know Peroni's got a lot of fans. I get that. I mean, Michelle was very vocal and was very vocal there in the background. There's a reason she set this video out. She's very aggressive about some of the things
She's not too keen.
she said. They'll keep for another day. There's nothing personal, but I just thought it's better to have him than her. It's a long story behind that one. But she is here in the background. You know, just say hello if you like.
Lowenbrow, yeah! Peroni brew.
There you go. So
I
yeah,
mean, that's one good thing about it. It goes down quite well.
it is crisp. It's clean, but it's got no depth to it. But as I was trying to explain to Michelle, funny enough, before we came into this review, was you've got to keep an open mind as a beer reviewer, and you've got to be halfway professional, and you can't just have a negative attitude. It's hard to be positive to that for me, because in my opinion it's not all that. But yeah, Simo sups, and he is a close personal friend of all the family, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's an absolute Peroni fan. He loves it. You know, if he sees it out on draft, he's forever sending me pictures. I was doing that 10 years ago. Maybe he's 10 years behind. They're a bit behind us up north, aren't they? Controversial.
Like that live stream, you said right that you ever saw the crockery, and you said most people on right move still happen.
Yeah.
It was in the museum.
But it's just personal opinion. And as I say,
That's fine.
I wasn't even going to buy this keg, as I said earlier, and Simo went on, and then people started saying, "Oh, when's the review, Paul? When's the review?" And I thought, "What review?" But then I brought it, and it did sell out, mainly because they sold loads to the shops, of course.
And also a bunch of stuff they forgot to count.
Would you pick it over Lowenbrow?
But no.
Would I?
Yeah.
Don't be so stupid.
And that's what I ask anyone else who's watching this. Would you pick it over Lowenbrow?
No.
If you
Yeah.
pick it over Lowenbrow, I do worry
I
for you.
suggest a visit to a mental hospital.
And it's just £5.
It's all right. You know, if you like it in a pub, you're going to like this.
We're going to take it for what it is, not what it could be. Drinking Peroni, not thinking of anything else.
It's a major hit. Remember,
alright.
Perfect Draft could have put out so many other things. They put this out because it appeals to the masses, and the masses will buy it and love it. And I got it with that Hackbeck.
Yeah.
People said I got that one wrong. That beer is an average German load of rubbish. No matter what anyone says, you're entitled to your opinion, like I'm entitled to mine. But that's why, in about 7 visits to Germany, we've never ever seen it. You know why? Because we go to the tourist places. They don't want that rubbish. And what do? They can't get rid of it. Send it over to England. They'll take it, and that's what happens.
Throw in a few gallons of water.
And that's the truth as well. There's certain kegs that have come here that should never have came here and were never going to come here. But there you go. Such is life, I suppose, isn't it? But I do get that. You know, this is not horrible.
No, it's not bad.
I thought with Michelle she was pounding it too bad, so I said I'd rather go there with him on it, which won't appeal to Stephen, but tough Stephen.
For me, it's a 5.
Andrew's going to be happy.
It's
Oh,
a
he's
5
doing
Ronald.
at best.
Barry.
Bazza, not that Bazza, but not the clueless Bazza.
Someone that has a bit of a clue.
It's
Funny.
it's a tough one, right? And I love my machine. I still love my machine,
Even after all the crap they've given us.
but it's wearing thin. Now, there was another one I suggested to this. I'm not being funny here, but think about Heineken on the Blade.
Miles ahead.
This is, and if you tally it up, especially when the Blade are always doing offers on Heineken and everything, it's not even close. And you know, the taste and the depth of Heineken compared to this, I'm sorry, but
It blows it away.
it's not close. I couldn't recommend this beer because it's not for me. If you're a Peroni fan, you're gonna love it. But then go and be a Peroni fan. I was 10 years ago.
Speaking on Peroni as its own thing, I'd say yeah, it's alright. Get it if you want to. But speaking of Peroni compared to the other kegs in the Perfectdraft range, I can't advise it.
It's not even close. It's not even close. You've got your Hertong. Even Jupiter's better. You've got your Mahal. Moo, Mau. Your Hertong Grand Pilsner. Lowenbrow, obviously, but I'm trying to stick on the Pilsners. Maybe Lowenbrow borders on a heavy. There's two ways of looking at that.
Yeah. I mean, Grand
Even
Pilsner,
your English
right?
Stella, we're going to do it against your English Stella because that's not that great. So that will kind of, give us our thing. But as I say, I can't recommend this. If I'm giving it a score out of 10,
5. Middle of the road 5.
5 is as high as I can go. It's not great. I'm not going to lie to you, but as I say, I get it. If you're a Peroni freak, you're going to love it. I love Franciscan, and loads of you are going to be saying, "Oh, well, you just love all this crap,"
I love
which is
Blanc.
great. Yeah, I don't mind a Blanc either. Crust Blanc on draft now, I'll be on my knees, mate, compared to this. But that's it, innit? I want to like it. I want to like every keg they do. I want to shout out about the machine. But for me, that's a girl's drink, mate. It's light, it's weak, and there's not a lot to it. That's all I can say. I'll close this off now, otherwise it'll be always just negative against that, and that was the one reason I didn't want Michelle to get involved, because I don't want too much negativity. I'm halfway doing a good job myself at this rate. So, I'll say bonjour.